Oh, shoot. Knocked my head off a little bit there. The Panic MC. And as it turns out, I know a thing or two about cooking, so that's what we're going to do. God bless my beautiful wife, Mrs. Panic, who is the camera woman. And we're just going to hope we're not interrupted by too many cats. So what we're going to do first, and I've been wonderfully graced with this kitchen. So we do have a flat top grill. We'll let that get nice and hot. If you don't have a flat top portion of your kitchen, you can use any old cast iron, something like this. Cast irons, by the way, something super good to invest in. They retain heat very well. They retain flavor very well. I happen to be making 5 sandwiches, and weirdly enough, I have 5 strips of bacon. So we're just gonna go like this. While it's heating up, I'm gonna have to pull one more out. We bought this. I stripped it in half right away, so it's more sandwich style. But just to make sure things are flat, I'm just gonna do that real quick. And of course, we're gonna wash our hands because we just touched raw pork. This is hot sudsy water, as every kitchen should have. And then we're going to come over here. So we already have all of our ingredients in place. If I was doing this off channel, I would be doing it a little bit differently. So what we're going to do is we're going to make 2 forms of our garlic aioli. God is my witness. Yeah. I stressed out about this for like 1 hour and 45, and then I didn't even think about this. So that's red.
Is there an open one in the fridge?
I do not believe so, my love. But I can hear the bacon sizzling already. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a paring knife. I love the cops, but I also love NWA, so fuck the police. There's a lot of chefs that would be very mad that I did that. And I hope they comment about it. So what we're doing right now is we're making a simple little garlic aioli, and I do have a fork to mix them both up. And I wish I would have thought about this ahead of time. We're just gonna want it nice and garlicky. Normally I would use raw garlic. But for simplicity, this is what I'm doing. Okay, cool. We got the 2 sides of aioli.
They're asking what you're making.
We're making BLTs because Buster asked me to make BLTs. So we have romaine lettuce here. And we're going to wash it off. You always have to wash that. Who's asking?
Someone named Chicken Nuggets and Chicago.
Oh, hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Panic Room. So, you want to take off this part? I'm actually going to save this for a dish later that I have with my wife. But what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to get it nice and tight. And we're going to kind of turn this into a coleslaw. My oven's already preheated at like a 175 situation. I'm cooking 5 sandwiches, so I'm going kind of deep on this. And that'll be plenty. I do have a waist right there. Toss this around a little bit, make sure we cook through everything. And then we did plan ahead. So I'm going to toss this right here. Now that the bacon is frying, turn it kind of like a low medium situation. Now if you were doing smart about this and you had low time, you know, like the chick's coming over real quick, right? You want to impress her because, you know, hey, don't, okay, firstly, dating advice, don't take a girl out to dinner, invite her over and cook for her. So, now if you would have been smart about this, you would have preheated this pressure pan, which is why I have something like this. If you don't have anything like this, go steal a brick, wrap it in tinfoil, the same shit. So we got this all wrapped up. And now what we're doing is we're dealing with the tomatoes, or the tomatoes, or the whatever the hell you want to call it if you're British. What do the British call tomatoes?
I don't know.
Tomato, tomato, potato, potato. All right, first thing you're gonna do. Now there is a tool to get this out of the way, or you can just call it a day. So what we're going to do, because my beautiful wife was wonderful enough to go grab groceries. Okay, we're still good. There's a little bit of that stem up in that one. So we'll take those. And then, probably shouldn't have cut all these. I might have gotten a little too far ahead. But flat surfaces are the best way to cut things, right? So I cut them all in half, so now I have a flat surface on everything. I am thankful enough to have Ziplocs and stuff like that. So we're probably actually going to do 2 of these. And you'll notice that I have a claw grip. I don't know, I mean, everybody knows how to cut has a claw grip, right? That way it's
hard to see from this angle.
It's just gliding against my fingertip, and so we don't have to worry about anything like that. So, okay, I think we got what we need for the sandwiches. I'm super thankful that my brother wants one of these. He's a tremendous fan of my cooking, so is my mother and my grandma. And actually, I'm going to take another half of one of these Roma tomatoes. And you'll notice I'm not going too far this way because control is important. So we're just going to rock it back. All right. See? That's why we're careful. And we take that top part off. We didn't cut ourselves. We're good. We're just going to put all of this into a mixing bowl. It's very important to have everything in front of you at any given moment, right? You need to plan ahead. He says as he can't figure out how to get a lid off. So this is a balsamic vinegar. We're just going to give this a good toss. We are using the same knife, but since it's all kind of the same stuff, it's pretty okay that, you know, we got a little bit of romaine lettuce. Yep. And then we're just gonna, boom, right there. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna come over here. Now, if you work with cast iron, you want it pre-seasoned, so oil, garlic, all that fun stuff. We're just going to add a little bit of heat to it. Alright, so we're going to get all of that good stuff out. You'll notice, if my wife will come over, I have a hot sudsy water. My wife hates doing dishes. I'm sorry about that. So we're just going to toss that in for a few. And then we are going to take a look at this. Never grab shit when it's hot. And then we will grab our tongs. Boom, beautiful, crispy. And you don't have to worry about it folding up. This is thick cut bacon, mind you. But you don't have to worry about it folding up because it doesn't have the opportunity to. So, what we got right now is some, oh shoot. We've got some romaine lettuce that is julienne. We've got some balsamic pepper tomatoes that are coming in. So we're going to come back over here. I use wheat bread. You are free to do whatever you'd like. God bless my wife for buying it for me. And like I said, and you might have to cut down the recipe a little bit. I already overcut some stuff because I'm kind of bad at planning. But we need 1 sandwich, 2 sandwich, 3 sandwich. We said 4 or 5.
Are you gonna have one?
Yeah, I'm gonna have one.
Then 5.
I'm cooking. Never trust a skinny chef. Pay no attention to the fat. That I'm only like 170 pounds. So now what we're doing right now is we're gonna come back. And get that off the heat. Now this is really hot. And I have to clean this anyway, right? Because there's already bacon grease underneath it. I have to figure out what I did with my tongs. We're just gonna pull that off. We'll come back to that later. Okay, well that one didn't get as much cook as I wanted it to, but that's fine. That'll be my sandwich. And so we are just going to use that bacon grease. Bring this down to a little bit lower. We're just going to toast this up for the flavor. Okay, so that's 3. And instead of just leaving that over there, we will bring this bacon on this, because so the bacon's going to bring the salt that we want. That's why we're not salting our tomatoes. We do have the oven preset at 170. Just going to bring this right on over. Right.
So Buster is saying, do we drink the bacon grease now?
No, Buster, you can't walk already. I'm literally doing this stream for you, and you have no idea how. Now, you can tell him how much I freaked out about this. This is very important to me, and I did this for you. You can go ahead and tell him how scared I was doing this stream.
That you were stressed for like an hour and a half?
Yeah, shut up. Alright, so now here's what we do, right? So we take that garlic aioli that we just made, right? Oh, I probably shouldn't be doing this with a fork. I should grab the spatula. Alright, cool. These are actually wonderful spatulas. I am a huge proprietor of wooden spats. The rubber's not bad, though. Especially when you're in college, Buster. When you find that wonderful Mrs. Buster in your life. That will happen. These are wonderful.
Buster says chug chug and that he'll pay you $1.
Venmo me, bitch. So we're just going to mix all this in. And we're just going to get some heat onto it. Now, we're going to just toss this over because Mama didn't raise no bitch. We're doing this is kind of like a coleslaw situation. Right, so we're just going to mix that up. We're going to need that, but we are going to need something to block the heat. Then we're going to take these out, and oh, those are smelling so gorgeous. Look at those.
Buster just Venmo'd you $1.
You motherfucker! Okay. Now, this is important actually. So you see how this is a nice golden brown? And the inside is not? That's actually important. Because you want the moisture on the inside, but you want a good crispy outside. I'm sure there's a sex joke to make there, but I'm with my wife and I'm not going to make it. So now we're going to put the rest of them on. Still on that bacon grease. I don't know if Too Fast is here right now. I know you don't do bacon because pork, religious, all that. I get it. Turkey bacon's a thing. Not if I can know. These are still feeling a little bit cold, but I feel like this one's a little too thick. That'll be fine. Actually, that'll be my tester. Let's see how we got. That's fire. That's gas, baby. Mrs. Bennett hates raw tomato. And I know it's a lot at once because the moisture of the tomato absorbed all that. Don't you worry, baby. We're gonna be fine. Alright, let's crank this to 11. Let's come over here while we're planning, right? So we have the toasted side down. We have 3 more slices to put in here. We'll go 1, 2, 3. We will grab. Yeah, let's grab a butter knife. Move these across, get that bacon grease. Let them get nice and golden. And that one's not there. The heat comes from the middle in this. See this? I'm gonna call that one there.
I did not see it.
We can use this one. Good to go.
Mm-hmm. Good enough.
And now we have room. Now if I had a larger kitchen, we wouldn't have to worry about this. Right, so take that bacon grease, we'll salt that up for the saltiness. That's why we didn't use salt when we were talking about our tomatoes. So we're just gonna let this roast up. We got the rest of the bread right here. While that's cooking, we can just because this is how we're going to build our sandwiches, right? Now we cooked them in butter, so we don't need to fill out moisture too much. Cancel the heat. We need that. Where's that thing? There we go. So I'll just bring this right over here. Now we'll just warm up the other side of the bread. Just wait a minute. I mean, that's pretty much it. We just kind of... Well, we're going to turn this around so we can dress it properly. Boom, we got the golden toast on this side. You can feel it, right? It doesn't squish all that much. Over here, maybe a little bit too late, but that's fine. Yeah, but here, you can press all the way in. So we will turn the heat off. That's on low. That's fine. Put a little toast. Don't burn your fucking hands. Hot things are hot. I'm so excited to share this with my grandma and my brother and my mother. This is gonna be fucking gas, homies. So we'll leave that to the side because I'm going to use that to grab the tomatoes. And just because I knew this was hot, we need a little bit more heat on that. So grab the butter knife with the garlic aioli that we've made twice now. And like I said, we're only putting it on one side. Why does this come at like 4?
Because you didn't grab 5.
Okay. Well, that's why. So in the kitchen industry, the chef industry, I guess. Chefs always eat last. For this specific moment, because don't prep enough, you're gonna get a fucking eat. That being said, I have leftovers that I will be dealing with. So we're gonna come back over here. And we're just gonna cross 1, cross 2, we'll bring that back up a little bit. 3, 4, and I probably grabbed the wrong one for this. But we want a piece of bacon in every bite, right? But we wanted that grease off. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna come over here. We're gonna be very careful again. And we're just going to nice and thin. You'll notice I'm using the rocking motion and still keeping that claw grip. And we're just getting nice, thin strips. And I'm not risking that, so we can go on the waist. I know wasting is shitty, especially when you're a broke college student. So I'll just get some dusting up in here. Might as well toss one more in. And well, that's still hot. Okay, cool. So what we'll do is you want to make sure you get a bite of the flavor in every bite. Now, as we just found out, a lot of garlic, a lot of vinegar, all that's going on. So we're just gonna kind of grab our tongs, throw that off the cutting board. You know, why don't we just pull everything down just a little bit. My hands are clean. That is the most important thing when you are a cook and handling somebody else's food. So we're just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 2. Countertop always clean too. We'll just make sure Maxon gets that half. 4. 1, 2. Anybody saying anything?
They say they can smell it.
Cast iron skillets, homies.
One slice of bacon on a BLT is a crime. That's what Buster
That's
says.
okay. So, and I agree with that. Come here. I agree with that, and that is why I took the 5th slice of bacon and diced it up to cover the other corners. Because mouthfeel is a thing. Also, I focused like way too much about this, so kindly quit being a dickhead. And now, this is already kind of heated, and it has the rest of the garlic aioli. That's why we did not do this side. We're just gonna layer. We're not gonna worry about smushing it down because when we put that top half on, that's a little too much. It's okay. We can pull some stuff back. When we pull some stuff, or when we flatten it down, all that flavor is going to be all over it. And there you go. I'm wasting some romaine lettuce. That's fine. I'm an American. And that is how you do a bougie BLT Panic MC style. Godspeed, God bless. Tell your mom I said hi.
Okay. Do you want to address any of the comments?
Nope, this is
the end of it? Yep.
Fuck 'em.
Okay. All right. Bye.